Thank you. And yeah, that was a great song suggestion. Whoever put that, that's always a good song to get you in a good mood. But welcome to break. Hope you're having a good start to your week. And let's just start with announcements. Kevin?
We have one announcement. We'll start off with that, but if anybody has anything to say, please. Okay, now we have two announcements. Perfect. So yeah, just keep them coming. If you guys have anything, just throw them in the chat box and we can get to you. But our one announcement on our sign-up sheet is Juliet.
Oh, yes. Cooking club today, lunch, Mr. Daniel's room. And I would advise you to think about what you do with your leftovers as preparation for our activity today.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And then Jay-Z.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for managing the announcements, and I'm sorry that I'm never getting you that form in advance. So I appreciate that. Well, good morning, everyone. It is February 1st, and in 2 cycles, you'll be on spring break. It's going fast, which is wonderful, but sometimes it goes a little too fast. So please make sure to think about ways to prioritize your tasks so that you're staying on top of the important things to do. And please be sure to ask your teachers for help if you ever have questions or are in a bind. This year, more than ever, your teachers understand your challenges and they want to help. All it takes is a quick email or a quick meet or coming to one of the many tutorials we have each week. So good luck and stay strong over the next month. Okay, so now let's talk about next year when, fingers crossed, we'll all be back on campus together. Soon, you all will begin the course selection process for next year. Next week, we will hold grade level meetings in which you'll be introduced to next year's course options. And then you'll have until spring break to submit your requests for courses. During that 2-week period, we encourage you to talk to teachers, talk to department chairs, talk to your deans, to Director of College Counseling, Mr. Partlow, talk to me to figure out the best courses for you for next year and beyond. So I'm going to send an email, but I also will tell you here that these course planning meetings are mandatory and they take place next week. So 8th and 11th graders will be on Tuesday and 9th and 10th graders on Wednesday, right after school. There are a handful of you who unfortunately will need to miss your cohort on these days, and I'm terribly sorry. But it's just a beast trying to figure out a time to schedule these meetings. So again, I'll follow up with an email about these meetings. So please look for that email from me titled Course Planning Meetings. So let me know if you have questions. Thanks. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you, Jay-Z. I think another announcement came in. Yeah, Dr. Giacchetti.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to put this on your radar. The Critical Issues Forum and Model UN are collaborating to do a simulation, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, on solutions for disarming the world of nuclear weapons. So the more the merrier. If you want to sign up for a country and try it out, or you just want to learn more and observe, you're welcome to come. We do have some spots for that. And so it'll be first club, and it'll first club block, and it'll go into second club block in my room. And I'll type that information in the chat, but just wanted to make you aware that that was happening. Oh, and I forgot to add activism club members are joining as well. So thanks.
Okay, thank you. I think that's it. I think we can move on to our sophomore speech now. So Kate.
Awesome. Well, we have one speaker today, and it's Vanessa. So if you all will join me in giving a round of applause. Yay, Vanessa.
Have you ever witnessed something bad happen and wondered, should I say anything or at least tell someone? Well, you should. In fourth grade, I made my first best friend. I'll call that person Wet Mop with Soap. At the time, I got along with the majority of my class, at least from what I remember. Yet, things change, people change, and my friendship with the Wet Mop with Soap soon turned into hatred. I never once hated my friend, but he grew to despise me. As I watched him change, I decided to distance myself from him, hoping he would start to forget his anger. But I came to realize that his feelings wouldn't fade away. His grudge against me became so powerful that he planned to hurt me. And it all started because I never saw him as anything more than a friend. Like, you think a little kid from fourth grade would just forget about being rejected, but nope. This one was like, nah, I'm getting her back for this. One day, when recess finished, I started walking away from the playground with two of my friends. The Wet Mop with Soap suddenly came up to me. Trying to bother me, he started to flip me off while walking in front of me. My friends and I continued to walk to our lines while he continued to flip me off. After I took about 7 more steps, I did the same, thinking he would go away after seeing he got my attention. Suddenly, he moved to the side and I was knocked down onto the ground. Someone had hit me so hard that when I hit the ground, my jeans ripped and my skin peeled off from both my knees. They were completely covered in blood, and so was the concrete under me. My friends who were with me stepped away. Then someone came up from behind me and started laughing with the Wet Mop at what had just happened. I was in so much pain that I couldn't get up. One of the adults who did yard duty that day helped me get to my line, called the principal, and left me there to wait for the principal to arrive. When the principal came, all he did was take me to the nurse's office and leave me there to wait for my parents to pick me up. When I came back to school, I wanted an explanation of why this had happened to me. The person who hit me told me that the Wet Mop told him to do it, but I don't know why he agreed to it. The mop's plan was to distract me so that I wouldn't notice as the other kid came up from behind me and slammed his elbow on my back. After I heard his side of the story, I decided that I would do something about this myself, especially because the teachers never questioned why any of this had happened. Maybe they just thought I tripped and landed really badly. I don't know. But when I asked around, apparently no one saw or knew what had happened to me. Even my friends who were with me wouldn't say anything. So I thought that if I tried to talk to someone, they wouldn't take me seriously. After that, almost my whole class started to try attacks on me. The entire time they did this, I guess the teachers never saw any of it because they never said anything. Oh, but when I started to defend myself, their eyes suddenly turned towards me. They would only see what I was doing and they wouldn't even ask why I did it. When I started to defend myself, I would be the one who got in trouble. I would be the one punished for something I didn't start. Maybe I did add to the problem by trying to stop them, but I would be the one completely blamed for something that wasn't just my fault. I was the one who lost friends and had no one by my side. I was the one that they tried to hurt and put down in silence. But I'm okay now. It's all good. And looking back at it now, all I can think is I could have done things differently. I could have been nonviolent when trying to stop them. But since I was ignored so many times, I didn't believe that anyone would help me or that they would believe me if I spoke up. However, I believe one should stand up to the face of injustice. Not to the side, not to the back, but challenge it up front. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, wow, I don't even know what to say. Vanessa, you're just a very, very authentic speaker. You're a really powerful speaker, and I really enjoyed hearing your speech today. Your hoodie fit the situation very well, so that was also a great choice. But besides that, I think that your message is really important for all of us, you know, whether it's bullying or seeing something happen online. You know, there's a lot of situations that may feel uncomfortable, but it's really important to speak up when you see something that's happening like that. And you just did an amazing job, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I think everything you said spoke for itself. So, amazing job.
Yeah, that was very moving. I know that was probably hard to do, especially in front of 134 people or guys in a meet. And I just want to thank you on behalf of the community for being willing to share a story like that. I'm guessing it wasn't easy. So, but I know we can all take something away from that. Like Kate was saying, it's like, there comes a tipping point to where you need to stand up for yourself. And sometimes you need to stand up for others. And when others can't help you, you got to do it yourself. And, I think we'll all come to that situation in our lives. And, you handled it at such a young age. I can't imagine myself doing that. I wouldn't even understand anything like that. And, that young of an age. But I think we're all super proud of you and how far you've come. And it's just more motivation for everybody to keep going. But with that, great speech. Thank you for sharing. Happy Monday, everybody. Long week ahead, but stay strong. We got this. Take care, guys. Go to class.